Welcome back. I wanted to take a view of actual Grand Junction, not just the mountains and the sky. And man, what a pretty view. I think we really take it for granted. A view of the Mesa and Mount Garfield here behind me. But hey, a pleasant evening right now, right? 61 degrees. Mostly cloudy skies at the airport, though still plenty of sunshine. Humidity, of course, gone down a little bit as it was sucked out of the area with that cold front. Not too much to talk about in terms of pressure or winds either. Calmer weather system coming up very, very soon here. Temperatures that we're seeing, well, 62 degrees, only a degree below our average of 63. And highs for this morning, or excuse me, lows this morning, we're in the 40s because you had that cloud cover, keeping that heat with us down at the surface. 43 in Delta, 35 in Montrose, a bit less cloudy down towards the south, 38 over in Glade Park. Then our high temperatures for the day, again, low 60s, mid 50s for many of us, 55 in Gunnison, 63 over in Moab. Still, spare sprinkle here or there up towards our northern Uintas. And as it kind of moves down towards our south, it's going to lose that energy. All that moisture is going to be squeezed out before it really affects us here in the Grand Valley. Beautiful view of Montrose here behind me, 55, a nice yellow skyline. It's been a very rainy month overall, 2.61 inches. That is the 8th wettest October that we have had on record, 4/100ths away from tying second place. So what's that mean? Well, it's kind of about the end of our record total, right? These rainfalls that we've seen are included in that number over the past 24 hours. A whole lot of rain over in Paonia, and for the most part overnight, it was kind of the only place that really saw significant rainfall. That was west of the Continental Divide. That rainfall really started to calm down, and outside the areas where you saw snow, been in relatively calm overnight hours. This low pressure system pushes out of our area and into Texas, where unfortunately is bringing a lot of flash flooding concerns. So if you do have friends out there, do keep an eye on them over these next couple of days here. Our futurecast will show a whole lot of nothing in terms of the sky, but as we get into the next few hours, those overnights are still going to remain relatively warm. You see, most of our winds are still going to be overall coming over from the west. And so it's going to be relatively warm, relatively dry. They're going to become a bit more southerly as we go into Saturday and Sunday, getting us into those mid to upper 60s. This is Saturday at 10 a.m., a little bit of cloud cover in the morning, but I think most of the clouds arrive early afternoon. Our snow totals here, again, a lot of it focused over towards the eastern portion of the divide, hovering around 6 inches at those higher peaks, including over towards the Grand Mesa. But overall, look, pretty calm weather pattern these next few days. That's the main thing you need to think about is those temperatures too. And one thing I do want to point out, you just look at this rainfall, right? A cold front is going to move through Sunday night. It's not really going to bring too much here to the Grand Valley. I have the 20% on there kind of just in case, but for the most part, that's expected to bring snow to the northern part of the divide as well as over towards Denver. That does mean if you are coming back or going towards Denver and the eastern side of the divide on Monday, might see a lot of snow up there. And then Halloween too. You're going to think about Halloween, of course. That rainfall is going to be a slight thing we're thinking about, but I'm not thinking much more than a spare sprinkle at this moment. A little far out, but we'll be keeping an eye on the forecast as we get closer. For the most part, I don't think it's going to affect your plans. 67 tomorrow on Saturday, 69 on Sunday, then cooling down overnight in those overnight temperatures once you get into early next week. Check it out. Getting in 35 Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday and Wednesday, 33 degrees, getting closer to freezing as we get into early next week.